Okay, so this is the issue with me and my roommates. Before, when I was living at the other place, it was had to do with somebody drank my damn Pepsi. However, this time it's concerning some orange juice, Tropicana, like the gallon kind. Well, I got it from Target, and apparently a big bottle, of water. Anybody that knows me, that knows me well, knows I be on water like that. Only time I probably really drink water is like when I'm at the gym or something. But just out on the street, just randomly drinking water, like, I don't know, like it's 1,000,000 degrees, it just ain't that serious. I just haven't gotten the habit of drinking water like that. So anyway, what happened was, of course I had went to MegaFest, and I think shortly before then, a few days, I had bought a gallon of orange juice before I left. And of course, my cabinet stays stocked up with food, so I know it's mine, and that's why I try to separate things so there don't be any confusion, because you know how it is with roommates. They be acting like they don't know and they made a mistake, this and this and that. Not saying that they did it on purpose, but hey, that's the situation. So the first time I noticed, I guess because I wasn't used to, like, this is the first time I really bought orange juice of that kind, and I don't really drink orange juice like that, but I'm trying to drink healthier, like water and juice, and trying to stay away from soda. So I really didn't notice off the top, but I'm like, wait a minute, I did buy this orange juice, huh? And when I noticed it, or when I realized it was mine, half of it was already gone. So I'm like, okay. And see, the way my mouth is, sometimes I don't address situations right off the top, because I know I have a tendency to go off and be very aggressive about the situation. And most times, I really don't mean no harm, but it just comes out a certain way. And if you respond crazy, then I'm going to feel like I'm being tried. And, it's just not a good situation. And I feel like I said before, you should try to live peaceably, especially when you live in the house, because you got to share property, and it's just not a good look, and it's uncomfortable. If your roommate's acting crazy, it's just not a good situation. So I addressed her in text. I'm like, yo, somebody drank up all my orange juice, like, what's good? And she's like, I didn't realize that was yours. Okay. Some things you just don't, you can't put too much into it, because I should know and say, how is it, if you know you didn't buy something, and if your sister didn't buy it, I just would not touch other people's stuff. I don't care if it was my sisters or my brothers. I just, certain things I just wouldn't touch. It just, I don't know. It's like somebody drinking, I'm telling you what it's like. It's almost like somebody eating your cereal versus somebody eating your cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. You can have all the cereal you want to, but why would you eat somebody's cheesecake? Like, who does that and where they do that at? You understand what I'm saying? And then she's like, okay, I'm going to buy you some orange juice today. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, then her sister texts me. She said, I'm sorry, Red. My sister thought she blah, 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 this orange juice, blah, blah. We're going to replace it. And then this is where it started getting petty. And I hate when people be petty about little shit like this. But anyway, she was like, Lord forgive me for cursing. But she was like, however, my big bottle of water was missing. Do you know, did you happen to take it or whatever? I'm like, girl, I barely drink water myself. I have literally like a whole 20 case of water, bottled water, I think from Zephyr Hills, that I barely touch. Why would I take a big bottle of water from what you got? I ain't never seen you buy a case of no water. I ain't never seen you had no water. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people try to be tit for tat because it's so petty. And I feel like it was petty. I feel like the only reason she said that, and all of a sudden it's missing. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, I don't know. What's the point of making me making this video is, this is an issue I had before with roommates. I hate the feeling like I had to lock all my stuff up, like even my food, because I didn't want to have these type of issues. Obviously, you can't put ice cream and all that in your refrigerator. I'm not trying to buy a refrigerator and put it all in my room, making it less space for me to be comfortable in my own room. You understand what I'm saying? I shouldn't feel like that. I shouldn't feel like I should have to lock up my soap, lock up my towels, lock up my extra comforters or whatever. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. You should be comfortable in your own home. And, this is the first issue we had. It's not a big deal, but I just hate when it comes to food, because I take food seriously. You know what I'm saying? We living in the last and evil days, and I really don't have time. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for my food to be missing. I don't have time for people to be drinking my juice and my Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for that, because when I want it, I want it. You know what I'm saying? It's my food, and I want it now. I want to eat it now. I don't want to wait for you to come back to the store. You're gonna get it later. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch my. If you know it ain't yours, don't touch it. It's simple. It's simple situations like you gotta solve. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not yours, don't touch it. Straight up. If you don't know for sure, you need to ask. If that person give you permission to take it or whatever, then that's what it's gonna be. And that's all I want to say. The roommate situation. It's a little vlog. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. I'm driving too, but Jesus take the wheel. Love you. All the way driven, baby.